Live from WTVO 17 and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker pays a visit to the state line. He says the future is bright as plans for a four-city casino move forward. A slowdown in mail delivery means some important documents aren't arriving on time. The city of Rockford looks for a solution to getting bills in your mailbox faster. And a winter tradition kicks off in Winnebago County. We give you a live look at Yeti Fest as families search for the creature through the streets of Rockton. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy. Erica is off tonight. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker visited the state line this morning. He toured the COVID vaccination site at Auburn High School in Rockford. Pritzker spoke about the state's progress in getting shots in the arms across Illinois. He also praised the Illinois Gaming Board's recent decision to approve preliminary plans for Rockford's Hard Rock Casino.
I want to begin by offering my congratulations to all of the community members and to the elected officials who've worked so hard to get that new casino for Rockford. And I know that yesterday it received a unanimous preliminary green light from the gaming board.
Governor Pritzker also commended Rockford Mayor Tom McNamara for advocating for the casino. We'll have more on his visit coming up tonight at 6. Firefighters battle flames and Mother Nature during an early morning garage fire. This happened around 7 on Ridgeland Road near South Alpine and Broadway. Crews found heavy fire coming from a detached garage. No one was hurt. Investigators are looking into what caused the fire. Frozen and snow-covered hydrants caused some delays for firefighters.
We found out there was one that was completely covered in snow that might have been closer that we just couldn't see. It was on a map, but we weren't able to locate it. So I think if somebody in the neighborhood would have cleaned that out, it might have helped out a little bit.
Fire officials ask residents to keep 3 feet around every hydrant clear of snow and ice. Snail mail gets even slower as the United States Postal Service struggles to get letters delivered in a timely manner. The slowdown could be to blame for late fees after certain bills do not arrive to residents on time. Ari Bruckman spoke to a local business owner who ran into this problem.
Get this many calls. Hi, Spinello.
Guy Spinello was a little confused when he got his latest Rockford water bill.
I received the bill yesterday and gave it to my bookkeeper, and she indicated to me that the date on the bill was January 11th, and when we looked at the bill, having just received it in February.
The city admits numerous customers received their bill in the mail late and blames it on delays with the USPS.
You try to do things timely and the way they're supposed to be done, and they make it difficult when they aren't able to process it.
There are a significant number of delays, both due to increased volume through the Postal Service, as well as their own staff dealing with quarantining and the pandemic.
Rockford Finance Director Carrie Haggerty tells me they hope the post office can fix this problem soon. And in the meantime, let the city know if you got your bill late.
We'll evaluate all those for removing those late fees.
The city of Rockford recognizes people are frustrated. They recommend, if you can, sign up for e-billing.
Also, the city has a phone number to call with getting things straightened out, but since they have a lot of calls, you can email as well. And the spokesperson for our local USPS tells me you can call their customer service if you're noticing delays. All of that information is in this story on our website, mystateline.com. Mimi?
All right, thanks for that information, Ari. Employees at the Belvidere Chrysler assembly plant will be off the job for a while starting next week. The local United Auto Workers Union made the announcement on Facebook today. They say starting Monday, production will shut down through the 14th. A spokesperson for the plant tells us the pause stems from an international microchip shortage. A statement says the company is working closely with supply chains to manage the impact caused by the shortage, and the plant will continue making adjustments as necessary. This is the first time the plant has shut down this year. Residents could soon get a COVID vaccine at their local dentist office. Dentists across Illinois got the green light to start training to administer the shots. The state fast-tracked the process to help people in the profession get certified. They are required to take a 1-hour training session. The Illinois State Dental Society director says most people trust their dentist because they've received shots from them before.
As they get more vaccine, they're going to have more patients that they can schedule. They're going to need more volunteers, and I think that's when you're going to see this come together.
Marsh says he's confident many dentists will volunteer for the training once they've been vaccinated. Less than an hour after Wisconsin Republicans strike down a state mask mandate, a new one takes its place. Yesterday, we told you lawmakers overturned Governor Tony Evers' emergency health order. Democratic representatives objected, along with a handful of Republicans. The state GOP says the governor's overreaching and abusing his power. But Evers insists the safety measure is necessary, especially with new strains of the virus popping up in the U.S.
Wearing a mask is the most basic thing we can do to keep each other safe. If the legislature keeps playing politics and we don't keep wearing masks, we're going to see more preventable deaths, and it's going to take even longer to get our state and our economy back on track.
The group of Republicans say they do support face coverings, but they want to work on scaling back their prevalence so they're only required in places like hospitals, nursing homes, and schools. Rockton's 6th annual Yeti Fest kicks off today. Cold weather, not even the coronavirus could stop residents from searching for the mythical creatures. Dylan Siraki joins us live from the chilly tradition. And Dylan, are you staying warm out there?
Well, Mimi, organizers say Yeti Fest was designed to give people to do something fun outside during one of the coldest months of the year, meaning even sub-zero wind chills aren't a cause for cancellation. Right behind me, you can see a sled dog demonstration for families to enjoy. Mushers will be running demonstrations with the Huskies through 8 o'clock tonight. There's also a Yeti scavenger hunt going on throughout the village. Traditionally, the annual celebration would also include a snow sculpting competition, a hot cocoa crawl, and a giant snow hill for people to enjoy, but those all had to be canceled for 2021 because of COVID concerns. Still, organizers believe Yeti Fest is a great way for people to have some socially distanced fun.
We think everyone is anxious to find a way, especially this year, to get outside and in safe, healthy ways, get a little fresh air, get a little sun. And it's a lot colder than we'd like, but you know, Yeti Fest is something that every year there's a different challenge.
Now, I mentioned those sled dog demonstrations that will be going on throughout the night. Coming up at 6, I'll have more on the effect that these frigid temperatures have on the Huskies. Reporting live from Settlers Park for your home team, I'm Dylan Siraki.
All right, thanks, Dylan. If you've seen people decked out in red today, it's all in support of a good cause. Today is National Wear Red Day. It's a time to spread awareness for heart disease, specifically in women. These are pictures of healthcare workers at OSF creating their own red wave. The American Heart Association says someone has a heart attack or stroke every 40 seconds. Cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer in women. And while you're dressed the part, you can swing by Rockford City Market, where they're hosting a Valentine's pop-up shop tonight. Small business vendors are selling apparel, accessories, jewelry, dog treats, and other gifts just perfect for Valentine's Day. You can even pick up a drink at Market Bar. Live music starts at 5:30. The pop-up event will wrap up at 8. Everyone is asked to wear a mask and practice social distancing. The debate around a $15 federal minimum wage continues. Late last night, the U.S. Senate voted to delay any increase during the coronavirus pandemic. Our Washington correspondent Basil John reports on what lawmakers think is the best path forward as he keeps you connected to the nation's capital.
Friday, during a flurry of amendments in the early morning, Iowa Senator Joni Ernst introduced an amendment to stop any increase of the minimum wage during the pandemic.
We all support higher wages, but a $15 federal minimum wage would be counterproductive to this goal.
The amendment passed, surprisingly, with the support of Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders, who says he's focused on long-term improvements.
My legislation gradually increases the minimum wage to $15 an hour over a 5-year period.
The minimum wage debate will continue, but Friday's vote shows supporters have an uphill road ahead of them. Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren and Connecticut Senator Chris Murphy say an increase to $15 helps the country.
A higher minimum wage helps lift the entire economy.
When everybody's making more money, everybody's spending more money, what it does is creates a lot more customers.
But Republicans like New York Congressman Tom Reed and Pennsylvania Congressman Fred Keller say wages should be determined by local markets.
That's a drastic difference in what happens in upstate Western New York and the northern tier of Pennsylvania versus New York City.
What we should do is we should create an environment
where people can get the job skills they need, they can get good paying jobs, and businesses can compete for that labor and raise everybody's wages.
The White House considers a $15 minimum wage essential and will keep pushing for an increase. Reporting in Washington, I'm Basil John.
Now your first warm weather forecast with meteorologist Kevin Doom.
The coldest stretch of weather of the season began today. Temperatures only reaching the lower teens. Right now, we're in the lower teens and upper single digits across quite a few areas. 12 degrees the current temperature here in Rockford, 12 up in Janesville, 9 in Monroe, 9 in Freeport, and 8 degrees for current temperature all the way out in Galena. It's also been very windy today, though, and that holds true as we head on into the early evening hours. We're seeing sustained wind speeds as high as around 20 miles an hour. We're still seeing gusts upwards of around 30 to 35 miles an hour. Now, that's bringing our wind chills down below zero, well below zero in a few areas, as low as 13 degrees below zero for a current wind chill up in Monroe. Here in Rockford, we're at 3 below. Same goes for those of you up in Janesville, and 10 below zero is the current wind chill down in Rochelle. Now, the biggest reason for this cold snap is this big trough that our jet stream has taken on, this sort of dip in the jet stream that's pulling a lot of very cold, very frigid air down from the north, parking itself right over the state line. As we head on through the week, even though the jet stream sort of flattens out, becomes a bit more zonal, as we call it, flows more so from west to east, it's still going to remain to our south, and it's still going to remain very strong. So that is still going to keep that cold air flowing down from the north and bringing itself over the state line. So this cold snap is still far from over. It's likely going to stretch into not only next week, but likely going through most of next week. So let's talk some numbers over the next several days. Temperatures indicated by this blue line here will only get as high as around 10 degrees. We'll actually see overnight lows down below zero over the next several days. Now, wind chills will actually struggle to exceed zero over the next few days and will actually get as low as around 20 to 25 degrees below zero. The coldest wind chills likely being found early Sunday morning. That's when we could see wind chills closer to around 25 degrees below zero, just as the sun's starting to come up early Sunday. Here's a live look over the Jefferson Street Bridge in downtown Rockford, where we're seeing mostly clear skies right now, and those are going to help temperatures continue to fall here over the next several hours. Now, very few clouds overhead means no snow is falling on the state line for the time being, but we are still seeing some blowing and drifting snow across the roads. The latest from the Illinois Department of Transportation has many roads across the state line, at least partially, if not mostly, covered in snow from those strong winds blowing snow from off the roads onto the roads and actually making it pretty hard to see out there. So even though it's not actually snowing right now, we are still seeing some pretty unfavorable road conditions across much of the state line, and more snow is on the way, but conditions will remain dry through the night here. We will see more clouds start to move in early tomorrow morning, and that will lead to a chance for some flurries in the afternoon. Around the 2 or 3 o'clock hour is likely our best chance of seeing a little bit of snow. Not really expecting a whole lot of snow, nor a whole lot of accumulation. Maybe some isolated areas seeing as high as around an inch. Most of the areas seeing well under an inch, though. We'll see a little bit of clearing through the overnight. Conditions will really quiet down overnight between tomorrow and Sunday, but heading on into Sunday, we'll see a few more clouds move in for the latter part of the evening, and then that leads to yet another chance for just a little bit of snow late Sunday evening and into early Monday. Temperatures tonight will drop down to below zero, but we could see wind chills anywhere from around 15 to 20 degrees below zero. We'll be lucky to reach the double digits tomorrow. Most of the area likely staying in the single digits, and those wind chills will stay below zero, with that chance for a few flurries in the afternoon. Now, most of the week here, the big story is that it's just going to be cold. We do see a few snow chances through the weekend and heading on into Monday, although following Monday, the majority of this upcoming week, it does look to be dry, and at least we'll see a decent amount of sunshine.
Now, the Napleton Sports Desk with Sports Director Scott Lepper.
Well, we have one game left in our NFL season, Sunday's Super Bowl. It's the kind of matchup you'd hope for in a Super Bowl. Two teams led by marquee quarterbacks who have playmakers on offense. So will Brady get another title, or will Mahomes stay on his path to maybe being one day better than Brady and surpassing all others as the greatest? You know, we know it's not a two-man game. There are 22 guys on the field at a time, but quarterbacks need to come up big in the big games. Brady is more turnover prone than Mahomes is. He had those 3 picks against the Packers. But no matter what happens, fate always has a way of smiling on Brady. It takes a great defensive effort to have a shot to slow down the Chiefs' offense. The Buccaneers have a great defense, and the Chiefs are down 2 starting offensive linemen. Mahomes' elusiveness and ability to throw darts on the run will be big in this game, and Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce are almost indefensible. I think this game lives up to the hype unless rain that's in the forecast earlier in the day lingers and mucks things up. I've got the Chiefs taking this one 27-24. Tyreek Hill's going to bust a couple big plays, and he is going to be named the most valuable player. Patrick Mahomes' status grows, and Tom Brady will join Jim Kelly as quarterbacks who have lost 4 Super Bowls. Real quick, I have one more topic to touch on. LeBron James is very upset that the NBA is considering holding an All-Star game next month. I'm with LeBron on this one. The NBA and all pro leagues are doing all they can to guard against COVID. The idea of gathering all the NBA's best players in one location for a couple days right now doesn't make sense. Why risk it? The league is going to survive just fine without an all-star game. That's my take. We'll be right back.
Let's have a look at our first Warren Interactive Radar, sponsored by Rockford Auto Glass and more. You can find this on mystateline.com. Mostly clear skies overhead, so no rain or snow falling on the state line for the time being, but it is awfully cold out there, and it's going to stay as such for the next several days. Now, through tonight, temperature is going to drop down to near zero, I should say, but as it has been all day, it's going to feel a lot colder than what the thermometer is actually reading. Wind chills going to be down to around 15 to 20 degrees below zero through the night tonight. It's not going to feel a whole lot better through the day tomorrow. Temperature struggling to exceed the single digits. Wind chills will likely stay below zero through the entire day. And then going into the afternoon and early part of the evening, actually see a chance for a few flurries here and there. Same goes for the latter part of the evening on Sunday and into Monday. Chance for a few light flurries every now and again. And temperatures staying well below normal. Temperatures in the upper single digits to lower double digits every day for the next week. Wind chills likely staying below zero just about every day for the next 7 days.
So be careful if you're going to be outside. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you again at 6.